Hello, I'm Maggie Pashley, and my website is maggiepashley.com. And I'm a therapist working with clients throughout the world, because these days I can use Zoom and I can use many other online platforms. So that's really amazing. I also offer face-to-face sessions in County Sligo, which is where I live. And today I'm talking about soul realignment sessions and what they are, how they could benefit people, and maybe see whether it's something that might speak to you or somebody else you know. And so, in a soul realignment session, what I'm doing is I'm presenting to somebody research that I have done on their behalf on their soul energies within the Akashic records, obviously with their permission. So the Akashic records are, you might see, they're like a huge, like, internet type database of who we've been as a soul, who we are as a soul throughout all our incarnations. And when I do a session for somebody, I've had their permission to do the research on their behalf. And during the session, I present what I discovered. And it can be very illuminating for people to really understand themselves at that level, the energies that their soul is designed to work with, and see the things that the actions and the choices that actually bring them into alignment with their soul energy, and equally those actions and choices that take them out of alignment. And when we're aligned with how we're designed to function, then our life is easier, is better. We naturally make choices that support us, and we have more energy because we're not having our energy drained with trying to be somebody else and making the wrong choices. So in a session, what happens is I present you initially with information on what we call your soul profile. So your soul profile is the energies that are your innate gifts, the energies that your soul has chosen to work with. And it's using those gifts that are going to help us feel happier, more fulfilled, and are going to make our life easier. When I say easier, of course, we still have to make effort in the world. We still have to take action, but we're taking actions that are more productive, that are more valued by other people, that are more appreciated in the world, and that we'll feel more fulfilled in our own life. And so that's the first thing that we look at, the energy centers that you're designed to work with. And that is that can make such a difference to somebody. And also, so realignment is very practical. So I will present to you those things that very practical actions and ways of approaching life that are going to bring you more into alignment with who you are, and to really appreciate your gifts, and use those gifts in a way that gets the best response from the world, and the greatest success and happiness. And then we look at your soul group, so where your soul originated, and the energies that gives you, again, it's looking at your gifts in a different way. And knowing this can give you a deeper understanding of who you are, and your little foibles and your ways of being, and also to really understand why certain things work for you and certain things don't. And so that you're going to feel more comfortable really accepting yourself and working with the energy of who you are rather than trying to be somebody else. Because when we try to be somebody else, we're always going to be a pale imitation of that. And life can be such a struggle. And also when we connect with these energies, the energies that we're designed to work with, we have got far more input from our soul, and we are not draining energy in the way that we drain it when we make, you know, when I say negative choices, I mean choices that are out of alignment with who we are. And having done that, having delivered what your particular soul gifts are, then we look at those choices that you have made over time, or made choices that have pulled you out of alignment. And we call these blocks of restrictions, karmic patterns. And what I do is I clear those. I go into the Akashic records, and I clear those things from the past that we're able to clear right now at this moment, so that you more energy, more clarity in implementing the choices that we've already discussed that are going to bring you back into alignment with your soul energy. And most importantly, you're given homework. Now, homework can have a bad route. Is something very easy to do, something very affirming to do, which is you continuing to do clearing on your own behalf for just 21 days afterwards. And it's not essential, but it certainly helps the process of clearing all the old junk that, from past lives and patterns that you'd set up then that you're still running. So and that can affect your health, it can affect your relationships, it can affect your success in life, your relationship with money. It can affect you on so many levels. And input of energy, a huge input of clarity, where it's then easier, much easier, to take those practical actions in the world that are really going to line you up again with your soul energy. And that can then be a very make a choice that is in alignment with who we are. It makes it it makes it easier to make other choices that are in alignment with who we are, and more difficult and more unnatural to make the old choices that drained us. So it can be a very interesting session. I know with myself it really helped me understand what had been completely the wrong choices for me. It helped me feel more aware of the choices that I need to make in order to feel happier and more in touch with me. And it can have very profound effects on your life, so that we can cut out those things that are really even, you might say, even destroying our lives, even just wasting our lives, and bring us back in touch with those things and those actions that we can do to create the best life for ourselves. So if that feels like anything that might interest you, do go to my website. It's maggiepashley.com. That is in the drop down menu.